In this video, I want to share with you my camera settings for this Canon 50D, which I use for photos and also for videos. So starting with the main menu, the image quality. This one I change depending on what I want to achieve. If I want to edit my images, I like shooting in RAW. I set it to RAW, but sometimes like now when I am doing time lapse, I like setting it to JPEG so that I don't end up recording so many big images that needs a lot of editing in post. So I change it depending on what I am doing at the moment. Render reduction, this one I have set it on. This one I use it during the portrait photography. So I set it on all the time so that in case I forget, I don't end up having to deal with editing renders in Photoshop. The beeping sound is on. Shoot without card is off so that I don't end up taking pictures not knowing that I do not have a memory card in the camera. So this one is set to off. Review time is 2 seconds. That is enough to see what I have captured. Peripheral illumination correction, that one I have enabled. So this one is like lens correction. The next menu is white balance. Now this one keeps changing. I change it depending on what I am recording at the moment, or the time of the day, or the lighting conditions of the location I am recording. So this one is not constant. It changes depending on the time and lighting. So you can change the custom white balance, but this one also you will dial depending on what and the lighting you are recording in. Color space is sRGB. Picture style is standard. Sometimes I use neutral when I am doing videos that I need to edit in post. The next menu, these are secondary menus which do not have so much to do with your images. These are like, mostly they are like customization menus where you want to personalize your camera in a certain way. So this one are personal. You can set them depending on what you want your camera to look like. So here in the firmware you can see I have installed Magic Lantern. To install Magic Lantern you need firmware 1.0.9 ML raw video. Yeah, I have installed the feature to record Magic Lantern raw videos, which I have been doing, and the video clips I record are 7 seconds video clips, which give me about 1 GB each. They are very heavy files that require a lot of editing, but they give you a lot of flexibility while editing. These are some of the Magic Lantern 14-bit raw files. So what I do with them is, now this is how they look from the camera. Then I drag them to the MRV app. This is the MRV app used to process these files. Here I have 4 video clips, and if you wanted to adjust them, they give you a lot of flexibility. There's so much that you can achieve with these files. In fact, I discovered that it is not possible to break them if you record them properly. Even when completely overexposed, there is so much detail that is retained and when you want to expose them, you can see it looks like a creative look of some way. Look at the level of details you get with these video clips. Very beautiful files. See, clarity. So there's so much you can do with these files. That is why you need to install Magic Lantern Raw in this Canon 50D. So these are the video clips I record, and that is how I process them. All I need to do is use these renders to tweak my footage to achieve the kind of look I want, and the flexibility is unlimited. So when it comes to video recording now, I like shooting at 24 frames. That is why I have set it at 1/50th, and I use this exposure meter to see whether I am correctly exposed or not. Then I go to live view, and all I have to do is press this set button and I'll start recording Magic Lantern videos with this camera. So there's not many things to set up in this camera, but depending on what you want to achieve, you might end up changing this or that. But the changes you make in this camera, they are not complicated changes that you might forget. They are just self-explanatory settings. So that is pretty much how I set up this camera for video, and I hope this video has been helpful to you. Have a nice time.
JM Photography KE Image Me.